All right, let's call it to order. This thing, review and approve January 21st, 2025 minutes.
Move they be accepted.
A second.
All in favor? February 4th, 2025 warrant.
Move they be accepted as presented.
A second.
All in favor? Cumberland County Regional Assessing Contract. Just got this.
Yeah, it's pretty brand new. I haven't
Yeah.
looked at them side by side and
I think.
kind of see what the language change may be. I did notice it was for 3 years. Is that
Yeah.
customary?
Yeah.
Is it? We've only been here for 2, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, and, well, we'll also put it out for bid too. So it's not written in stone that we have to sign tonight.
Yeah, no, yeah. So,
Yeah.
What I thought we should do is ask them to come in and explain to us in detail what it is that they do for us.
Shows what we're doing.
Well, you know, like, sound a bit glib, but, there's quite a bit that goes into the assessing business. And, I was talking to, Brent Day, and, who's the other lady from Hiram there, at the last Tri-Town.
Yeah.
They,
Karen.
and they've gone through quite a bit of turmoil with the assessing business, because they were trying to do it in-house,
Mm-hmm.
and discovered that they just can't do it. It's too complicated.
It is, yeah.
It's very detailed, there's a lot of software involved, there's a lot of, mapping and stuff.
Mhm.
So, I'm not sure that we're paying a little bit more, well, I understand it correctly, we're paying a little bit more, maybe 1,000 or 2 more per year than they are, but, they're stuck with generally all over the place, you know, they've got 2 or 3 contractors in them. But I may be wrong, but I think it would just be good to have them come in and explain the process, and, cause there's some things in there that definitely have changed, like they want us, if we do a reeval, they want us to hire the reeval.
Oh, last time they did it.
Yeah, I think if you read that correctly, there's some that was, highlighted in red.
We wouldn't know what we're looking for. But, I mean, I
Well,
know, the last one they hired, I
Yeah.
wasn't too impressed with them, but, you know, they made a lot of mistakes.
So if I read that correctly, they want us to, do the, hiring review reval, and then put some money aside, $12,000 to $20,000 aside, and put it in an escrow account with them, so that they can answer questions that come up as a result of the reval. In other words, these aren't our problems, it's yours. So, good to, I think, have, Rob Sutherland or somebody come in and present us, tell us what the procedures are. There's a lot of reports that they do for us to the state, and working on the commitment and stuff, but.
I would be open to that, so I can
Yeah.
better understand being a newbie, for sure.
Yeah, it's,
Because I can't say that I've been happy with these guys, so.
Fuller County.
Just because of my own experiences, you know,
Right.
I'm still trying to straighten it out. How many years ago was that? So,
and Joe's got the mapping issue. I don't know that I've seen them actually change any maps, but maybe.
yeah, that maps are really bad. They're not even drawn nowhere near the property line.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily all their problem, but.
No, it's not.
If they inherited it, but,
Yeah, I had it from a
They
dog.
changed the maps to mess up the accuracy of my land.
You woke up one and trying to get you, that was,
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we're working on, the town website, and so we've got a number of town websites that this company's done. And I was just looking at Norway, and I clicked on the link to their assessing maps, and their maps look to me like they follow property lines, you know, you don't see, where there's a row of trees, it looks like clearly the property line instead of shifted over 20 feet.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, maybe we can, get them in here some afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock, or in the evening, or maybe they, come and talk to the workshop. Would that be good?
Everything's good, yeah. I mean,
We could dedicate a workshop to it, yeah.
yeah, I think
Maybe
workshop
Joe,
for them.
Joe maybe have.
Public could see it too.
Well, it would be some education for other people too.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can get something up.
Thing is, we put it up to bid every year, but we don't, they're the only
We
ones.
don't, we haven't put it out for bid. The last time we put it out for bid was, 2015 or 16, when we first hired them. Did you put it out for bid?
We put it up a bid a couple of times. I think every time that the contract was up, we put them up to bid, and it went out to, MMA's website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How many bids did you get?
none,
Yeah.
Cumberland County, that's it, you know.
Well,
Oh, yeah, nobody wants us.
Full form of bid, yeah.
You wouldn't-
Well, I guess we can do that again.
Just for the reason that, you know, we don't want people being open
Yeah.
and people complaining that we only use that. We put them up a bid every time the contract's up.
Okay, good.
All right, select board letter to Tom Cannon. Hopefully this is the yet. He agreed to it. So. You need to approve it?
This is Tom Karen has claimed that the fire department has shorted him on some hours, which comes up to a cumulative amount of $296.52.
Yeah.
And this has been going on for several years now. And,
Back and forth,
back and forth, back and forth.
So this is.
Can't find the documentation, it might be there, but getting it would be a pain. So eventually, we decided to just pay him the money and have him sign a statement that this is the last claim that he has for the town of Alden.
Wow.
We were spending more time on it than it was worth.
Right, right. So, can we make a motion to leave?
I move that we sign the letter, and then it's up to him to come in and sign the agreement. If he does, then he'll get his check.
Yeah.
One second.
All in favor? Yeah, he said he would do it, so.
4 or 5 executive sessions on it.
That costs money and your time.
Yeah,
Just time, but, you know. Today's date is 4/7/25.
Robin, when he signs that, you wanna send me a copy of it? I can put it in the file amongst you.
And then we know.
And a copy of the transcript from WMTW scholarship.
This question, if I correctly, is, we have a recipient who would like to get his award, but doesn't have a transcript because it was from a school abroad, and it's going to be 3 or 4 months
So you can get it?
before he get it. So, I guess the discussion is, we wanna wait until he gets his transcript and thing, or we're gonna,
Does the transcript go to WMPW or does it go to us? And that's what
just to prove that he was in
Yeah, yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the big thing is not that he was, it was what that he attended school, but that he's still in school.
Right.
And
He did send us a copy of his spring semester enrollment classes.
where is that, that's down in the business school, right?
Yeah, so he is enrolled, so I don't know if they have like a minimum requirement for GPA to progress to the next year, some colleges do.
Yeah.
So he has progressed, at any rate, he's enrolled in the same school that he attended last year.
I think if he would send us a written statement as to what classes he took and where he took them, and then we've got a transcript that he's in school this year, that would be sufficient.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, knowing who it is,
Mhm.
I'm sure it's legit for sure, but
Yeah.
we gotta follow some kind of protocol, so,
Right, we let,
Yeah.
if this one slip by, then we have to let others slip by.
yeah, and then they'll bite you sometime, you know,
Right.
yeah.
That sounds good to me.
All right, did you get that, Robin? Yeah. we can do that.
When they do apply, they do give us, oftentimes I'd have to double check on this particular student, but they give us, usually their current enrollment status, which would be when he studied abroad, if that's the case, but I would have to confirm.
I don't remember seeing that he was abroad, but,
Okay.
in the app, but
Mhm.
that's okay, as long as, you can tell us where he went to school and what he was studying.
Okay.
Bob, you've been working on the tiles, same tiles down there. I took care of some of the extension cords in our thrift store area. We got some more. Down at the end of the hallway there, was kind of a spaghetti ball mess down there. I think we gotta either, those cameras, I think, are necessary, because the entrance, maybe hire somebody to high wire.
Yeah, you could, or maybe just get one long cord. You know, the problem is the extension cord, I think, not necessarily like what you did, you just plugged it in and then ran it up the wall.
Yeah.
So there's no extension
Right,
cord there,
right.
it's just the plug-in cord.
Yeah, that's right, I mean, that's
So
what
maybe if we could get 30 feet of,
Cord for it, we wire it, yeah, it could be, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's,
So you're saying wire them in tandem or one like the ceiling or something like that, or?
no, you have the cord, just the plug in the outlet and right into the
right into
camera.
the camera.
You can't have OSHA regulations you can't have extension cords as a permanent.
So if you just had one long cord without an extension cord,
Right.
you know, it's the plug into the plug.
So if we rewire the camera.
I don't know if you need to rewire it or if you could make a little,
Splice
well, let
it.
me see if I can
Splice
find,
it.
just find one long one, you know.
See, and this one too, up here,
Yeah.
goes down the extension cord and goes all across the wall. There's a couple of extension cords along the way, and they can get overheated and.
The problem is you get a voltage drop over long distance.
Yeah, actually, though, they're all wrapped around the pipe and up there, and it's.
It's easier to keep the pipe on.
Now, the ones down in the, store down there, they really didn't need the extension cord, but when the kids were down there, they were taking the blocks
Oh, yeah.
and like, what they're plugged into and, using to charge their cell phones.
Yeah.
So they would cut off the cameras.
Well, the other thing is we can ask, electrician to come in and run some wiring.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. At least I don't know, I think that's, might go to a longer cord for that, all it is, plug in up there.
Yeah.
Check Amazon, if you would.
Do you still videotape these CDs?
Yeah. We got one up there, that one back there, and those ones back there, the old ones, they have a card in it, you have to take the card out and download it on the computer. Yeah. What else was over there? There's flue up there that needs to be, we're gonna do with that.
If I knew somebody who was a mason, I'd ask him to come take a look and give us a price for it, just mud it up.
Do you know any masons?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I'll see him tomorrow, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll come take a look.
Yeah.
Stop any of those Main Street falls.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. All we gotta do is close our cans and make them look a lot better, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, he came and took a look, and well, you saw the picture he took, there's a crack right around where the, flue goes into the chimney.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's cracked there, it's just normal expansion, contraction. I do know we need to get up on the top of the roof and patch up the brick around the flue liner.
Mhm.
There's a liner there, and then the brick and stuff around it's starting to fall away. You know, it's got a cap on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think at some point that needs to be dressed up.
Okay.
All right. Reminders, nothing this week. And we'll meet next week. So, anything?
Oh, planning board meeting next week, that's right, it is.
Yeah.
Well, I've done it.
Do you have a lawyer that I can see? Yeah.
I'm in the middle of emailing and stuff to see if they're even interested.
It'd be great if I could get in before the
Yeah.
next meeting,
Okay,
you know.
I'll make it a point this week to, well, Thursday, oh my God, today's Tuesday, okay. I'll see if I can come up with an answer
A
tomorrow.
week from Thursday, our meeting.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Some reason I had it in mind, it was this week, so.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for reminding me.
well, that's up to me, it's like, that's what they just said, well. Okay, it's up to me, okay.
Kathy?
No, just chugging along, trying to get things done, trying to get the elevator certificate, and not returning calls, not taking emails, I have no idea until they tell me. And then try to get somebody in to look at that air handler, somebody that's not connected with the people who are already handling it, and give me a second opinion on my options. I don't know what to do with that thing, I'm not an engineer, not a custodian, just putting out fires. See where it goes.
The elevator, is there only one place that you can get it certified, one
Yep.
place around, and
Yep.
there's still,
State tramways and something security.
there used to be Otis elevator.
Well, yeah, those are the, family and Otis and so forth,
Yeah.
those are the people that maintain things.
Oh.
But
The
the
certified.
certificate is
Yeah.
the state.
Yeah, oh.
And everything's been checked off, all the repairs have been done, everything is wonderful.
Well, you said the state, okay. I
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
now, yeah.
yeah, they got issues. And then the election, and I don't know who's, jobs change and who's in charge of what, when, you have no clue.
Yeah.
So, see what we can do.
Oh, yeah.
Try again on Friday.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Mary?
No, I don't, thank you for asking.
Chad? Chad? Robin?
Just on the website, I don't know if you've taken a peek at the sample sites that they sent us, that they have done websites for the various towns, just to kind of get an idea of their format and, how it's set up. Any feedback, that you all have, would be terrific.
No, I haven't been at it yet.
The headers across the top, the first three are pretty much written in stone in terms of how it's set up, but they'll transfer over some of the information for us. And then we'll take it over from there. But we're gonna do it, it looks like weekly meetings in terms of, setting it up going forward, at least for a few meetings to get it, ready to go.
Are you optimistic?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
when we, well, one of the selling points was that they were going to basically set it up for us with some direction, in looking at other websites and, well, we like how Norway does this, or we like, Leamington's format on that. But then with the meeting, they kind of backed up a little bit and wanted us to do an extensive Excel spreadsheet with basically directions with URLs to, like Sarah used the analogy of a recipe, so we're doing the recipe for them to make the cake, so to speak.
Right.
So,
You didn't expect all the legwork and.
it's a lot, it would be a lot of work to go line by line, but, Bob and I met yesterday and, just kind of looked at we're about 3 layers deep at different parts of the website in terms of where we, gather information from, like minutes, you have your home page and then you go to maybe the selectmen's page and then, from there you can go to meetings or there's another tab that's just meetings, but, other areas that might direct you to the assessor's website, so it's layers deep, or to the motor, the state website. So it's not terribly complex, it would just be a bit time consuming, but, we kind of plotted out, what's what and where, and they thought that it would be a good exercise for us to do because it would give us an opportunity to do some housekeeping and kind of weed out the stuff that we don't necessarily need or want any longer on the list, and that's a very good point. But that being said, there's a lot of information there that would need to be archived, past notes, and such, but meeting minutes but we'll see. We'll,
Yeah.
They did agree at the end of the conversation to do the lion's share of it, and we would work along with them, so it was helpful
I
anyway.
think this is critical work that we're doing though, because, right now, we're out on a limb with, GoDaddy. It's not maintained, stuff can get lost all easily. At least this will allow us to, maintain the thing, archive it.
One important question that I had for them is about, backup, and what, how far back that goes, if there's a glitch. The other evening, what was it, Friday evening, I was working and, making room for the 2025 notes, meeting minutes. so I was moving the different text bubbles down, and all of a sudden this warning came up that said there's been an error, and essentially, data has been lost.
Okay.
So I had been making a lot of different changes from, you know, the senior lunch, planning board minutes, that Carrie had sent over. I had put those on, and I was doing a lot of different things all at once, basically. So I retraced my steps to try to find out when the glitch happened, what data I lost, because I wasn't sure. It wasn't just going in and updating one little thing. So, come to find out the 2016, from all of the 2016 minutes were gone.
Oops.
Yep, so, but all's not lost. I mean, I took a deep breath and was like, okay, I called GoDaddy, and, they said, well, you know, there's no patches or fixes for your site, but let me take a look at it, because you can actually restore back with like 5 publications, but I had made a lot of changes. So I was not able to recoup those notes, but they, at that point, pointed me to a website that's called, Wayback.
Way back machine,
And,
yeah.
yep, and, they're all there, but I did have them, also saved, on my computer. So it's not like they're lost forever, but it would be the time to put them back on GoDaddy, because it's a link for each date. And I don't think it's worth doing that for GoDaddy, but we will need that information for the new website in at least an archival format. So, but that's what we're up against with GoDaddy. So it is, it's not at a moment too soon that we're getting the newer website, but that did, you know, to look at the positive side of things, I guess, with that particular incident, it made me aware, okay, so what do they do for backup? You know, so that we don't lose information going forward. Because even new websites can fail, so, you know, what steps can we take to protect it, or what do they do to protect it, or, I don't know if it's more cloud-based, so it's like out there, because it's town cloud, so, you know, is it like everything that goes to a cloud, it's there forever and ever and ever?
It's, I mean, the word is would say it, but I don't know. I know there is different on phones, you don't have to go to the cloud, you can check any backup sites, so I wonder if there's any trustworthy, different backup sites, just to click the data to it, you know? I don't know. No idea.
Find out. That's the question.
Because a guarantee is only as good as, you know, either they're in business or something happens, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some real good local, you know, folks around that do website work, but again, you know, it depends on the longevity, and if they were to close up shop, then we'd have to find somebody else,
Yeah.
you know, or we could perhaps keep it going. I don't know what the agreement would be, like we did with GoDaddy. We've lived along for a very long time with it.
Yeah.
This website though that they're doing, it looks to me a lot like a WordPress,
Mhm.
which has been the standard for websites. You just kind of mash it around a little bit, but.
Mhm. There's jump buttons, you know, so you can jump like quickly down, like if you have all of your departments listed. So if you want to jump further down the page, you can click there rather than having to scroll.
Yep.
And then you can do back to the top, which is,
Yep.
you know, helpful.
Yeah.
Good. I'm thinking through them, I got through a couple today.
What are you thinking in terms of what days or times would be best to meet? I need to get back to them. The one little hitch is, that Urban is on the west coast, so there's a 3-hour difference, so he prefers afternoon.
His afternoon, not ours.
Our afternoon,
Oh.
which is his morning,
Oh, okay.
because if we do his afternoon, we're night-night.
Right. And it says we'll do it 3 o'clock, that's how we're 6 o'clock.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, I'm good, Thursday, Friday afternoon, 2 o'clock-ish, whatever.
Yeah.
Or 3, 4, whatever, I don't know.
I think they were gonna be like an hour or so, the sessions, I don't think they were gonna be
Yeah.
real long, but if you want to, you know, if you're not able to attend, if you wanna look at things and see what things that you like or don't like, or sometimes it's just the wording, like, they'll have news rather than notices, or, you know, for a tab, so it might be something
I
that
haven't looked at, I
seems
can be
minute,
honest, I haven't
but
looked at the site at all, that changes been made to it.
not ours. I sent it, there was an email with a link to
Yeah.
different towns that have Town Cloud,
Yeah.
that you can look at as examples of their work, basically, of their website. Leamington, they didn't list, but Leamington has Town Cloud. I don't know if Norway was listed, but that was one of them. Unity, was another. So you can kind of peruse their websites and see, and they're similar, but yet there's some differences, and sometimes, like I said, it's just a matter of the wording, or, you know, one website might use the term departments, and the others don't, but I think, you know, the best would be to go with the wording that the public is gonna most,
Really do.
relate to.
Did you send
When
an
they're
email
speaking
to different things like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep, it was, Nina from Town Cloud was the one I think.
Okay, yeah,
that went-
I didn't, yeah.
But
Didn't open the attachment.
the ones that she listed, but if you want, like I said, Leamington was not part of that. I don't think Unity, Town Cloud, because what I did was, when we were shopping for websites a year or so ago, I did that myself, was I perused different towns, to find out what they used for websites, how they were set up, you know, and then we also checked, you know, the pricing, of course, too, but Town Cloud was one of the, you know, popular ones, but more economical.
Mhm.
Good, thank you.
Yeah. Anything else?
Oh, thank you.
Bob Galloway?
Yeah, you know, the, project to, replace the bridge over, Pigeon Brook is, going out for bids, and, I've asked that they send us a link, I think you got it already, something we can put on our website as well. And gonna put it in MMA's website, just to make sure the word gets out there.
Yeah.
We're not going to actually have the bids come here, and all of the requests for information have been going to, Calderwood, because they put out prints and all the information, they can make sure everybody gets the same information.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've got the materials to
Okay, yeah.
make drawings and stuff available, bid packages. But I think we're looking at the 4th of March, this is kind of a bid opening date.
Okay.
Know how it's going. The other thing is, I got a list from Deb today, on the number of foreclosures, a bunch. A lot of them are, you know, the campers over, but none of them are not. So, I need to go through and look at it, see if we can make some sense, and see what we wanna tackle with, but normally what we do is we contact these people, give them a chance to come in and pay up, or talk to us about a way forward for them. These are pretty small, I mean, and,
Yeah, that's,
I'd have to look and see exactly how many are campers, but here's the gentleman we were supposed to talk to tonight.
yeah.
Thought he came in and paid some,
Oh,
just, yesterday, but we still got a significant amount due. Which was yesterday, but, anyway. It's always fun.
Okay. Yeah?
No.
Okay. I don't have anything.
Make a motion to adjourn.